You know, I was just thinking about life and something had just crossed my mind. Why people can't leave the Matrix. And the Matrix, the Matrix talk. Everybody talks about the Matrix, how we're inside of a Matrix. I know. I'm not trying to be like one of those guys that try to make everything sound deeper than it is, But I mean, low key, everything might be deeper than what it is. Maybe everything is not surface level. And when I talk about Matrix, I mean people who are stuck in a place in their life where they have no power over themselves and they kind of just follow the crowd. They kind of just go with the flow. They kind of just go by the rules, all the rules, every rule. That's what I mean by Matrix. People who are stuck in this plane and there's no way out. All the doors are locked. And if you're one of those people that's like, the Matrix isn't real, bro, just go ahead and leave. Just click off the video. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear no negative comments, because I'm just explaining what I want to explain, man. But anyways, most people just get too comfortable in their life. And I admit, I was definitely at a spot in my life where there seemed like no way out, just surrounded by demons, basically. I had to snap out of all the habits that I didn't even realize were bad habits at the time. The first step is to make time for yourself. One thing my dad had always told me was time waits for nobody. You'll be 40 before a blink of an eye. I'm only 22, and I'm at the stage of my life that mostly everybody is just trying to live in a living in the moment phase, which I am 100% guilty of. I mean, I feel like that's not a bad way to live life, but then again, there are times where you have to separate yourself from the crowd. Otherwise, you'll just be doing what the last average Joe did, which is nothing. There were a couple years where I completely felt lost and didn't really know where to head. It honestly felt like I had no goals and aspirations at the time. The reason I felt this way was because I didn't have a true plan. I was trying to get to the finish line without being in the race. You have to have goals and work step by step no matter what. Because remember, as long as you're progressing, that's all that matters. Sitting and thinking won't make it better, trust me. It'll just make you further away from your goal, because you're just wasting your time. And not only you're wasting your time, but your family's time also. No way I'm going to be a bum when my parents went through all that BS to raise me. That'd be truly disrespectful. You have to separate yourself from the crowd and think, how would this make me a better version of myself? And will it get me closer to my goal? Don't get me wrong, I love a good time just like anybody else, but it's all about balance. Being young is so underrated, and we live in a time where people constantly doubt themselves. Doubt has to leave your mind, because if you don't believe in yourself, don't expect others to.